All right, so a company reached out to us and they wanted to send us what was in this package. And we looked into it. We said, thanks, but no thanks. It's really not for us or our viewers. And they came back and they said, look, here's the deal. We just want to send this to you. You don't owe us anything. There's no strings attached, no obligation. We just want to send it to you because our product is that awesome and we believe in it. All right, cool, man. I mean, I love free gear, so go ahead and send it. So they did. Here it is. And we've been playing with one of them for a few weeks now. And we decided to make this video. And let me just state right up front, there is no sponsorship here. They don't even know we're making this video. But after playing with this for a few weeks, I just cannot see not having it while out on the trail. Is that a double negative? Can I say cannot see not having while out?
Hey, do you want to stay up to date on the latest ATV trails, reviews, and news? Obviously you do. So hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you don't miss our future videos.
All right, so there's a bunch of stuff in here that we're just gonna go ahead and pull out and get out of the way. And we're gonna talk about those in a minute because they do hold some serious value to what's going on here. But first, let's get to the meat, which is this. This is a guardian angel, all right? Now, open up the box. You might be thinking, what is this? This is a light. All right, I know what you're thinking, like, whoop-de-freaking-do, a light. I've never seen one of those before, but this is a lot more than a light. Just don't click off the video because the accessories we're gonna talk about in a minute are what makes this so much better and more awesome than any other light that I've ever used before. All right, so before we get to that though, let's just cover the light itself. It's got a magnet backing. I don't really know, I guess you could put this like under your shirt maybe and then magnet it up like that if you wanted. So that's an option. But the light itself has a bunch of different functions on it, okay? So you've got your rear, which in this case is red. Look at that, huh? And strobe mode, all right? So you've got your red and your strobe. Now I'm gonna put a link below this video. Make sure you check that link out to see all the different options because red is only one of many, many options. I mean, the colors, there's tons of them, okay? So anyway, let's go back to the lights and we've got our white light, all right? So that's our standard white option. Also comes in a strobe mode, all right? So again, we're gonna get into all the uses for this in a minute. Now you've also got a button for different brightnesses. So if you want it less bright or more bright, you've got those options. And as far as the bright, this thing is pretty freaking bright. And then on that same side, you've got basically a reading light here. So if it's dark out, you don't wanna screw with your eyes or anything like that, you can just turn on the red so you can see what you're doing and not, you know, blur out your vision at night. And then you've got the emergency light here, and that's the GA here. It's basically your everything light. It's your emergency light. So you can hit this one time and everything turns on. It's super bright as you can see. You've got a strobe on top that we haven't even talked about yet. Your reds are going, your whites are going. I mean, there's just a lot going on here right now. So it's a great emergency light. If you're stranded on the trails, if you're stranded on the side of the road, whatever, we'll get into that. Now the last thing on this I wanna mention is down here, it's covered up, which is a great feature for us off-roaders because it keeps all the dirt and grime out. But it's got a port back here to recharge it. And it's just a standard like micro or whatever they're called, USB charger option. And it comes with a cable, so you're good. So no replacing batteries, just make sure she's charged up and you're good to go. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the accessories for this because that's really what separates this from like all other lights out there and just truly makes it awesome for what it is that we do. All right, and the first one I want to talk about is the helmet mount. So the helmet mount's basically a magnet system, and the way it works is you mount this on the inside of your helmet. I got one here, look at that. Whoop. So you mount this on the inside of your helmet wherever you want. For now, we're just gonna stick it here, but you actually mount it in somewhere, all right? And then everything about these lights is magnetic. So it just sticks on there, and now you've got all your options on there. You've got your emergency mode if you get injured or you need someone. You've got your front lights here. You can do whatever you want. You can twist it any which way you want. I mean, I freaking love this thing. I'm serious, like, this right here, the helmet mount portion of this, that is really just one of the things that really sold it on me because I can just take it off and you have no idea. There's no mount on the outside. It's just my helmet. It's permanently affixed in there. I slap this back on. I'm good to go. All right, but seriously, like how awesome is this? You got your helmet, off, on, off, on. I mean, come on. Take it off here, put it on something else. It's awesome. All right, I'm sorry. We'll get back to the video. All right, so the next accessory I want to talk about is this rail mount. And again, this is another one that makes this thing so awesome. So you take it out of the package, no duh, I don't like, who says it? Oh, you can take it out of the box, really? See, so you get this thing out and you can basically wrap it around any sort of bar, which, you know, there happens to be a lot of on ATVs and side-by-sides. And the cool thing about this is you wrap it around the right way and you can use it as a dome light. which is an awesome feature. So you can put it as a dome light, or you can just easily pop this off and move it. If you got to work on your machine, you want it hands-free, you wrap it to a bar on the outside, point it down or towards the engine, whatever you want. But for the side-by-side version, I just really love the fact that I can use this as a dome light. And at the same time, if I want, I can also use it as a chase bar. Now this also works super good because I can use it on an ATV bar, right? So again, I can use it as an ATV light. Is it gonna be a full LED bar replacement? No, probably not. I mean, you could use it as that, but I wouldn't say it's not the same, right? But again, you can put it on your handlebars, use it as just an accessory light to work on your machine, to see what you're doing. You know, you've got that emergency button, again, if you break down on the trail or it's super dusty, whatever you want. I mean, the possibilities with this thing are really endless. Again, if you want, you could even use it as a chase bar. Now, there's 2 more accessories that I want to show you that really just, I think, kind of drive home all the different stuff you can use this for. I'm sure the gears are turning, you're like, yeah, I can see all the different options. So again, there are even way more accessories than we're talking about. There's even one for a cone, like, because they have a red and blue one for police or orange or whatever you want for construction. That, like, it literally like sets down on like a traffic cone. I mean, the accessories, there's just tons of them, but there's 2 more we're gonna talk about. I don't wanna make this video overly long, and that is this one here. So we just talked about using it as a dome light in your side-by-side. Well, if you're like, I have a custom cage or my bars are a little bit thicker than this just little circle right here, no problem. They actually make a full bar mount, and this thing is freaking, again, just, it's like it's made for side-by-sides, all right? Here's the deal. Now you unscrew this, you figure out where you want it, and you wrap it through your bar, and then you just slap it down on there whenever you want to use it, and you're good to go. Again, you can pull it off, take it with you, put it on your helmet, and you could just leave this permanently mounted on your side-by-side if you want. Not using it, it's on there, fully adjustable, it swivels, you take it off, you put it somewhere else. Again, I mean, I freaking love this thing. Last one I gotta talk about real quick is just your standard windshield mount. So if you've got a UTV with a windshield, or whatever you want, you can easily just suction cup this to a windshield. And the reason I like this one as well is because when you're not using it for your side-by-side, you could put it in your vehicle if you wanted. So you could easily have this suction in your vehicle. Again, use it as a dome light or a red light or whatever you wanted in your vehicle. Or you could just put it in the back of your windshield on your truck or whatever, and it's just there as an emergency light in case you get stranded or you gotta stop on the side of the road. You know, you can set the strobes on if you want. You can turn on the emergency lights if you're stranded and you need help. Whatever it may be, I mean, the possibilities are endless. And these are only a few of the options. Like, I'm telling you, this sounds like I'm giving you a sales pitch. I'm not. It's just freaking awesome. All right, I think that's all the accessories we're gonna talk about today. I know I talked fast. I got excited, as you can tell. I think this thing is awesome. It's definitely something that I always want to have, at least until something better comes along, because it's great for so many things. It's good in emergencies. It's good to have out on the trail. Even on my trailer, I can slap this thing on the side of my trailer if I have to stop on the side of the road and it's late. Whatever the case may be, I can use it as an emergency light while I'm out on the trail. It can be a chase light if you need. It can help you while you're working on your machine because it's got so many mountable options that you can keep your hands free, which is one of the many reasons that this works so great, is your hands are still free to do what you have to do, wrench on your machine, get something out of the cooler, whatever it is. The possibilities are just endless. Using it as a dome light, using it as a light on the handlebar of your ATV if you need. I mean, it's just, as you start to think about it, there's just so many options. So again, link down below, check it out. Find some mounts that work good for you. I think it's a great light, and I don't plan on not having it when I'm on the trail in the future. So with that, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you on the trail. Did I talk way too fast in that bit? I talked way too fast, didn't I? I was excited. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff to cover. I was trying to get all this stuff out without making it sound like it's a sales pitch, because it's not. It's not a sales pitch. It's not a sales pitch. It's not a sales pitch. All right, I'm just saying, it's not a sales pitch. It's just awesome. I really like it. There it is. All right, I really like them, and they're like so small and compact. Like, I want one of every color. Is that weird? I want one of every color. We need to get more. I wonder if Guardian Angel's watching this. Do you think they'll send us more colors? Yeah, no, probably not. That's stupid.